you go this way, do you think?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
All right. So this is Jaime on the scene at Canadian Music Week at Sneaky D's with
Tim Chaisson.
All right, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
All right. So I guess first things first is what aspect of creating music excites you the most?
What aspect of creating music? Playing it live, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's the initial feeling of like writing a song that you like, and you know, playing it is very exciting, kind of like an adrenaline rush. And then whenever you take it to the stage and have other people playing with it, bringing it to life. Yeah.
Getting the audience to feed off you and vice versa.
Yeah.
So what aspect do you find most discouraging of creating
Most
music?
discouraging, I would have to say probably the business aspect of music is a little discouraging by times for everybody, I think, in the music business. So just certain things about it, not anything necessarily in general, but it's tough because there's so many bands, there's so many musicians, and like harder to sell CDs these days and all that kind of stuff. So I would say that.
Are you working on any new projects now?
Yeah, I just finished tracking a record in Toronto, actually at Blue Rodeo Studio, the Woodshed. So hoping to have it out for the summer.
Okay. Any upcoming tours in store now? Can we expect to see you in St. John's anytime?
You know what, St. John's? I'm not even sure when I'll be back in St. John's, but like ECMAs are coming up, and then
yeah, I'll be seeing you there for sure.
Yep, definitely, and then some stuff in Ontario. Then I'm heading back to Australia for a month to tour again. So for all of May. So.
Oh, that should be fun times.
Yeah.
What's the most unusual place you've ever played a show or made a recording?
Oh God, there's so many. The most unusual place. There's a bar that we played in Hamilton, Ontario, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but that was one of the most unusual places. I won't say it just
the venue or the
and
or the audience or
no, the venue and like this is terrible to say, but the venue and some of the people at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
So does the place where you live influence your musical style or taste, do you find?
Sure, yeah. I think going on, like, as you know, like on the East Coast, there's a lot of traditional Celtic music. I grew up playing fiddle music, like all my folks play for ages and ages, and I think that definitely influences the way that, you know, I sing and play. Yeah.
So what inspires you to write new songs?
Oh, anything. I think a lot of times whenever you go through something like personal, that definitely inspires it because, you know, I think a lot of songwriters, and everybody in general, I think whenever you go through something tough, then it's like you want to like talk about it and say it or write it down, and so I do that. Like that kind of inspires me. But then again, if I just hear like a great song, I'm like, I want to write a song like that. So, yeah.
So who do you find yourself listening to that you think more people should?
Well, a couple of different bands. I think I would say one of my number one people that I've been listening to. Sorry, look it out of your way. Look it up here. Will Hogue is a fellow from Nashville that he's like a songwriter that's one of my favorites. I think a lot of great bands on the East Coast go without, you know, Chris Kirby. He's somebody that I think should be a hell of a lot more well known than he is. I mean, he's doing great, but
he's doing great. The Marquee are amazing. I love Patty Byrne on bass, good buddy of mine.
Yeah, they're So Chris is one of my best friends, and he's just a talent. I mean, who else am I listening to now? There's a songwriter from Scotland. His name's Paul McKenna, and I've been listening to him a lot lately. And, yeah.
All right. Who's your favorite band that you've toured with or shared a stage with?
So many. But I would say probably the favorite and the most like I wouldn't say beneficial, but we did a cross country tour and numerous other shows with the Trues, and we
good guys.
Yeah, great guys, and I always have to say them because just their crowds are so enthusiastic, and there's always a ton of people, and to play for them is just.
All right. So how do you deal with someone that you don't like?
In the music?
Just like, in general.
How do you deal with someone you don't like? Don't talk to them, I guess, maybe?
So you're not doing that with me right now. All right.
No.
Good to know that you actually like me. That's pretty cool. All right, well, thank you so much for taking the time to answer a few questions. It was a pleasure meeting you, and we'll see you at the ECMAs.
Yes, right on, man.
All right.